Hello, 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 and welcome in once again to another edition of the Swarm here on the Hive Media. It's Wednesday, and you know what that means. It's Pro Wrestling Day here on the Swarm, and we got some stuff to talk about. We had Clash in Paris over the weekend. We had a Raw in Paris as well with a lot of follow-up. The rumor mills are flying high, CJ, which we will get into. And a very anticipated episode of SmackDown from the city of Chicago this Friday night, and we will get into why. It is one of the more anticipated. They've already sold over 14,000 tickets for that show on Friday because of whatever everyone thinks might be happening on that show. Something we've been waiting for a very, very long time. I would say the biggest, we'll get to it, but I would say probably the biggest return they have left, I would think. Of all the big pops, I feel like it might be the biggest one they have left. Because we've gotten returns. Because we've gotten most of the other returns. We got the Shane O'Mac one way back. We got Punk.
We even got one we didn't ask for at SummerSlam.
Correct. But this one, what people are saying on Friday, involving one of the guys we just named, Mr. CM Punk, I feel like from a pop standpoint and just an anticipation and want of the wrestling community, I feel like this is probably the biggest return WWE has. Probably.
I would say so, yeah. Now that you bring it up, I can't really think of a better one.
Yeah. But we will dive into it in front. But before we do, as always, CJ, how the heck are we today, my man?
As we talked about off air here, I'm very happy we flip-flopped the episodes now for the sports as the NFL season and college season started. I do not ever want to talk about baseball again, so I'm glad I get to push that back for about 40 more hours. Other than that,
we're going to talk about baseball this weekend, so you better strap in, bro. You better hope that
we have a chance to at least win a game or two between now and then.
Yeah, I was going to say, you better hope you're still clinging to a 2.5 game lead at that point. What if the Red Sox are like a half game out by the time we're recording that sports show?
Could be, I'll say it could be a half game, yeah.
Imagine, you'll be able to feel CJ's little butt just go like this.
So imagine that happens, and the Patriots lose their first game of the season. They have potential for the worst weekend maybe in a while.
We'll have news upon that too, because you might be able to see CJ's reactions to the Patriots potentially losing week 1 live. But we'll talk about that at the end of the show. But before we dive in, we're gonna start with Clash.
These things.
We're gonna start with Clash because you love me. We're gonna
start with JPJ. We did do one this past week.
Yes. So if you were watching on the Hive Media right here on this very channel during Clash in Paris, CJ and I took over because it was early in Josh's time. So the Swarm took over the Hive once again for the Clash in Paris watch along. I thought it was a pretty decent show. I don't think anything monumental came out of the show. Mm-hmm. I think what happened at the end is leading up to monumental things.
Right, correct.
But I think the show was pretty standard. It was a good show, I would say. It was pretty standard. I don't think there was anything that... It was long. It was almost 4 hours long, for crying out loud, which WWE-wise, that's long. That's been long lately.
Right.
But before we dive in to the deep of Clash in Paris, I want to talk to you about W Energy. This episode of The Swarm is powered by W Energy. And if you are looking for an energy drink with no extra sugar, none of that bad stuff you always hear and see that are in energy drinks, just clean, straight energy, whether it's you getting through, it was a holiday here in America at the beginning of the week. So, those first day back to work after the 3-day weekend, you're always groggy. It's always a tough day to get through. Maybe you need some energy. Maybe you're grinding. Maybe you're studying. Maybe you're just tired all the time. It's hard. Life's hard, bro. Mm-hmm. And you just need some energy. Our pals at W Energy, they're where you want to go. And if you head over to w.gg, you type in that code, The Hive, all one word, you will get 10% off your order at W Energy. So go check out our pals. That is w.gg. The code word is the Hive, all one word, and you will get 10% off your order. W Energy, no jitters, no sugars, just clean energy. So go check out our pals over there. All right, CJ. It was Paris. It was Sunday, 2 p.m. Eastern. You and I got on the airwaves. We strapped on in for what was Clash in Paris.
We both were stuffing our face for the first 45 minutes of it as well.
Sure were.
That was good.
Sure
it was fun.
Yeah. You know, it is what it is. It's probably not our most great look, but it is what it is.
I mean, they see us.
Huh?
They can see us. I mean, shouldn't be that surprising.
No, but you know, look at it. It's 2 p.m. on a Sunday. That's lunchtime.
Yeah, what do you want me to do? On a holiday weekend? Like, come on.
Yeah. I mean, I got shit to do.
On here?
I got shit to do. But this show opened up with the OTC, the tribal chief, Roman Reigns, taking on the tribal thief and the owner of the Shuafala, Bronson Reed. When we talked about this last week on our mega episode, I said that I thought that Bronson Reed would get the majority of the offense here and Roman would give a lot to Bronson, but then Roman would end up getting the victory in the end. And then I also said that I thought Roman would be taken out after this match. And CJ, you know what? I don't like to toot my own horn so often, but you know what? Toot, toot. Because I felt like this match went exactly. Now, there was some stuff that we heard in the pre-show. They said that Roman was going to be walking Jey Uso down the aisle in the main event. Not at the wedding, but in the main event of the match, of the main event tonight. He was going to be walking with Jey down the aisle. But before we get to kind of what happened after this match, I thought this was a pretty good match between Bronson and Roman. I expected it to be a good match. I thought it was a good match. I thought they made Bronson Reed look really good, but I think it was a surprise to no one that Roman ended up winning the match. And then we can what was your opinions? I know we watched it together, but what were your opinions on the opening bout and just Bronson Reed and Roman here?
Well, you're right. You don't ever like to toot your own horn. We don't do that on this program overall as a unit.
Never. I never would.
No. Most humble podcast you've ever listened to right here, by the way. Yeah. It did go exactly how you predicted it, to be fair. And it is much like the tag match we talked about last time at the last show. Roman just kind of got his ass beat, put over the other guy, but at the end of the day, the tribal chief was not going to lose in this situation. Yeah, I think it was great match. Well, maybe not great. Very good match anyway. Did what needed to do opener. Roman's on that schedule now, like the old Brock schedule. If he's not in the title fight, he leads off the night, gets on his PJ, and gets the fuck out.
Yep.
And obviously we did not see him the next day, so he is certainly home in Florida or Georgia, wherever the hell he lives these days, and had his feet up probably before the show even ended.
Potentially, he potentially did. Yeah, I thought this was, like I said, I thought this was solid. Roman won with the spear after an avalanche Samoan drop, which was pretty cool. But it was really what happened at the end of this match. Yeah. So at the end of the match, Paul Heyman gets in the ring. He's checking on Bronson, and Roman notices him and starts kind of standing behind him. Heyman turns around. He starts begging. He says, "I love you, my tribal chief. I acknowledge you." He's trying to suck up to Roman. And Roman takes him and puts him in a guillotine choke. He puts Heyman in a guillotine choke.
He takes the shoes first.
Yeah, he did. He took he took the Shuafala, and then he puts him in a guillotine choke. He's frantically tapping out, and then he passes out. Roman shoves him to the match. He gets the shoes. It leaves the ring. He's walking around the commentary table. Post Malone and Jelly Roll were front row behind the commentating desk. So Roman's over there kind of chatting with them, seeing whatever. And he's on the announce table. And then all of a sudden the camera pans and you see Braun Breaker on the French announce table. And he runs across and he spears Roman through the American announce table.
And
or
definitely hurt his arm.
Braun was hurt.
Yes.
I could tell immediately by his reaction. I was like, he hurt maybe a stinger or something. He hurt himself.
Yeah, it showed up. He ended up being fine, obviously. But
yeah. So he spears Roman through the table. Then they put him in the ring. And Bronson Reed hits a tsunami. The medics come down. Bronson Reed runs back to the ring, hits a second tsunami. Then Roman gets up. And he's walking out. He's hurt, but he's walking out as, Bronson Reed and Braun are carrying Heyman up the ramp. Right. And then they see Roman, and Braun Breaker just turns around, sprints all the way down, hits that crazy spear that he does in the rampway with the flip and all the crazy shit, hits it on Roman, rolls Roman back in the ring. Bronson Reed then runs down and hits Roman with a third tsunami. Then main event Jey Uso shows up to try to save Roman. At first, he gets the advantage, but then the numbers game, they end up, Braun hits him with the spear. My God. And so Roman ends up getting taken out of the match, out of the arena in a stretcher, with Jey Uso having the effects of the spear walking alongside him. So we come to find out that most likely not, Roman Reigns will not be walking Jey Uso out to the ring. Yes. As Roman leaves this on a stretcher. And like you said, he was not on Raw, and commentary said that he was out indefinitely.
Yep.
Which means that we will not see him.
Fractured ribs.
Yeah, something like that.
Was there kayfabe?
So I assume we will not see him until it's time for War Games or something.
Well, I think we might get him.
He might show up at WrestlePalooza.
The ESPN show, yeah.
Yeah. So what do you think? Let's go through this show first, and then we'll kind of see what happens. All right. We then get a graphic that shows Jelly Roll and Post Malone, so they're officially at the event. Post Malone was having a time, double fisting the whole night. Double fisting the whole night. You see him
after the show on the digital exclusive?
No.
John Cena?
Oh, did he? No,
he was like, you smell great, man. I was like, okay.
Yeah. He was like, he is lit.
Every time they showed him, he had 2 beers in his hand. Double fisting every time.
Yeah. Hey, man, live your best life.
Shout out to him. Sure.
Live your best life. Backstage, we see Adam Pearce. He's yelling at the Braun Brawns. He tells them to take a ride with Paul Heyman because they are banned from the building. And he said, if I so much as smell you near the building, I'll suspend you both indefinitely without pay. And then he says, enjoy your evening in Gay Paris. That's what he said. But that leads into as the night goes there. We then had the WWE Tag Team Championship on the line, the Street Profits against the Wyatt Six. I thought this match was probably the low point of the show. I thought it was fine. It wasn't a bad match by any means. Right. It just, I felt like this was the match we were talking the least about what was happening on the TV screen during our watch along the whole time. But the Wyatt Six win, they had a nice little suplex powerbomb combo. To get the win on Montez Ford. But I think the main talking point going into this match and coming out of this match, it was very bad. There was a Borderlands there is dissension, it feels, among the Street Profits. So I don't know, people have been kind of not clamoring, that's the wrong word, but people have been expecting Montez to get a singles run for years, it feels like at this point. I think we might actually be the closest we've ever come to that. It feels like, CJ.
Well, we got I mentioned to you like later on when we were still streaming that Dawkins tweeted out something like my patience is wearing thin or something like that.
Yeah.
So they're kind of leaning into it. Like we said, that we don't think they need to break up for this to happen, obviously.
Yeah, no, I would be perfectly okay with them just being like, hey, we did the tag team thing for a long time. Like, let's go. We're going to go. We're boys. We're always boys. But we're going to go do our single. Like, I don't know why it can't be. I don't know why any breakup can't be amicable.
No. I guess in this one,
it's just the way it goes.
Logic would be Dawkins turning on Montez, being like, everybody's asking for you to be a single star and having the title, so he's pissed off. I guess maybe would be the logic there.
Yeah, I don't know.
There's not really much logic for Montez to turn unless it's the old thing of you're my dead weight type of thing.
Yeah, you're holding me down. There was on the pre-show, which again, they don't do much in the WWE pre-shows, but like there was an interview with the Street Profits and B-Fab, and Montez didn't talk during it.
Yeah.
Dawkins talked, B-Fab talked. Montez was just kind of standing there stoically, not saying anything, not even really making any facial expressions. He was just kind of And I thought that was odd
Yeah.
for
Well,
Montez.
in the match too, they kept doing like these tags, and the other one would get pissed that they tagged themselves in too and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So it's obviously coming. It's just, are they going to do amicably, who's going to turn on who is really the.
Yeah.
But yeah, and we predicted this because of that, and then I saw other people chiming in for this reason too. But you heard it here first, that they will probably have the titles as long as the Halloween Horror Nights thing is going on.
It's possible. Yeah. All right. We then shifted our gears to the WWE Women's Intercontinental Championship match. It was Becky Lynch defending against Nikki Bella. Not the greatest match.
Wasn't bad though.
It wasn't bad. Becky Lynch retained on a backslide of all.
By the way, did you see that's apparently a new signature move they're going to be working in, and it's called the Lynch pin.
Oh, I like it. Oh yeah, because she won the backslide on the triple threat with
so
Bayley and Lyra.
I don't know if there was something they put in for a trademark or whatever, but that has been the talk online that is going to be one of her trademarks now, is a Lynch pin.
A backslide.
Cool name, I guess. It makes sense.
Yeah, I like the name. Again, when I say not the greatest match, I mean the match was fine. It was okay. Obviously, the matches we've been seeing Becky put on.
You're not going to get a bad Becky Lynch match.
No. But there were a couple spots in this match. There was that one spot where
back kick thing off the top.
Yeah, well, I was like, what was?
Yeah,
but yeah, Nikki wasn't looking. Becky was way like it was.
Yeah,
there was a couple things like that where you could tell their timing or their they were just. It was clunky at times.
Sure,
but again, it's not like Nikki like just came back. She's had what three matches, three matches.
I think 2.
Yeah, so it is what it is. But again, the match wasn't bad by any means. But towards the end, it was the backslide, the Lynch pin, if they decide to call it that. And Becky did get the victory to retain the IC title.
We would see Becky again.
I was going to say, we will be talking about Becky more at length, I assume, a little bit later on as we get through this card. We then saw Jey Uso getting a bag of ice for his ribs, and Adam Pearce walks up, asks him if he's good for the match.
Yeah.
Uso says, I'm good. I'm good. Pearce says he thinks medical might say otherwise, but Jey says, my cousin, Roman, obviously, told him to go win the title, then got stretchered out, so I'm going to win the title. Don't worry about it. I'm good to go. And then I'm going to be honest with you. This could have been the match of the night for me. Good old-fashioned Donnybrook, baby. Yeah. Sheamus and Rusev, once again, these two. Unbelievable. They just don't have a bad match. They just beat the crap out of each other and don't have a bad match. Stayed around ringside basically the whole time. But weapons galore. They had whiskey barrels. At one point, Sheamus gave an Irish curse off the whiskey barrel through 2 tables, which was a great spot. Rusev was just beating the shit out of Sheamus. His body was red and these guys were beating the crap out of each other. Chairs, the shillelaghs, the barrels, tables, all sorts of stuff. And at the end, it was Rusev who had the shillelagh. He put it on Sheamus's mouth as he did the accolade, and Sheamus, very rare for Sheamus to tap out. Sheamus tapped out, and Rusev got, in my opinion, which was a much needed big victory for him. As you know, he's had these great matches with Sheamus, but he really hasn't had a signature moment or victory since his return. Rusev, I thought this was that. Hopefully they can build off that, but I thought this match kicked ass, CJ. This match was fun.
No, it's probably the best match of the night. Definitely the most fun match of the night at the very least.
Yes.
Both of these guys need to be on most PLEs, if not all of them, I would say.
Yep.
Yeah. There's really not much to say. It was a great match, and these two don't know how to have a bad one together. So, more of this on other PLEs if possible.
Yeah, 100%. And then it was time for a one-on-one match. It was John Cena continuing his farewell tour, taking on Logan Paul. We talked about it last week. You know our opinions about the individual. This match fucking ruled, CJ. It fucking ruled. It is what it is, man. The guy puts on good matches all the time.
Calling anybody a piece of shit. We will go one episode without it at some point.
It's just this match kicked ass, man. This was a great. If you want to say that the Rusev Sheamus match wasn't the match of the night, the only other option would be this one, because this match was very, very, very good. John Cena again. Like, John Cena is just, yeah, people call him that, but he's still, like, the match with Cody last month, this match, like,
great match with Cody.
Oh my God. Like, these matches are incredible. And it's just like, all right. Like, to think that they had that heel turn where he wasn't having these caliber of matches because he was a heel for like 3 or 4 or 5 months right in the middle of it. It's like, damn, man, we should have just been seeing bangers from Cena all year like this. It was really, really good, though. Logan Paul continues to just really soak up this professional wrestling thing. He is better than people that have been doing this shit for 20 years, man. It's crazy. Really, really good. The 5-knuckle shuffle, the people in France lost their fucking mind. Might have been the loudest 5-knuckle shuffle I've ever seen. At one point, they were all pulling out moves that they've never done before. So, like, Logan Paul hit a zigzag on Cena. John Cena hit an end of days. John Cena hit a friggin' Styles Clash in this match.
Did you see Cena's right after, but he had an interview saying he's going to allude to some of the guys he felt was important to his career through moves if he can't face him again before he ends up.
I would have loved to have gotten an AJ Cena one more time.
Yeah. He's also we know it was happening, but he confirmed it's not happening pretty much by saying that.
Yeah. So that's good. That's like an honor to Styles, an honor to Baron Corbin. Did they have a big feud, Baron Corbin and John Cena? I don't remember. I don't remember like a big Baron Corbin. I loved Baron Corbin though. Really, really good. Logan Paul. They didn't do the spot where he dove from the corner to the table, but he hit John with some frog splashes there and a bunch of fun stuff. But at the end of the day, it was Cena hitting an attitude adjustment to get the victory over Logan Paul. Real good stuff, man. Real good stuff. And John Cena, what are we at? 6 dates now?
Yeah,
we're at 6?
7.
So we're getting down to the nitty-gritty, CJ. We're getting down to the nitty-gritty.
Yeah, and we pretty much, again, on our watch along, this is why you should tune in. You get unbelievable banter, even though half of it's not about what we're watching. But anyway, Cena, we talked about like what Cena's last appearances would be, and it's what it is 6, right? Because we said 3 matches and then 1 appearance before each, probably.
Yeah, I would say so.
Yeah. And then by the way, they did have a match at SummerSlam in 2017, Corbin and Cena.
In 2017, they had a match?
Yeah, SummerSlam.
Okay.
So Cena won in 10 minutes.
Real.
Adjustment. Yep.
All right.
But anyway. But yeah, no, we'll talk about this, of course, as it comes closer and closer. Cena, you will likely be in attendance, hopefully, for that one, his final match.
Yes.
I'm considering it if I have the time. I will out of the country right before that, so we'll see. But when it comes to just the match, though, yeah, we always preface it with we don't agree with a human being, but Logan Paul's insane, man.
It's crazy. It's no right to be as good as he is. He has no right.
It's kind of angry how good he is.
It frustrates me that he's as good as he is. It really does.
Yeah.
It's bananas, man.
But it's very very annoying that he has to be a piece of shit, but that's how it goes in the wrestling business for the most part, to be honest with you. Yeah, but again, there's not much to say about most of these matches, really. Like, storyline wise, it's just like it was a good match or a bad match. Like, this is a very good match. It's easily the least consequential match on Cena's retirement tour.
Yeah,
but in terms of in ring, it's probably like the second or third best.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah. They did have a few lengthy matches, by the way, Cena and Baron Corbin.
Okay. I remember that they definitely had a program. I just didn't think it was like, I don't think of that as like a big like feud in
No.
the history of Cena. You know what I mean?
But they also had a five-way that they were both in at a 6-way at Fastlane 2018. So they fought at pay-per-views 2 straight years
All right,
against
that's
each
fair.
other. It
That's
was
fair.
rated 4 3/4 stars, by the way.
All right,
So that's worth. So,
Fatal 5-way. All right.
6-way.
6-way. Hell yeah, 6-pack challenge, baby.
Yep.
We then get an interview with Seth Rollins backstage. And he's asked about being alone tonight. Heyman's on his way to the hospital. The Brawns are banned. He says he's already 2 steps ahead. Everybody thinks him being alone puts him at a disadvantage, but he goes, remember who won WrestleMania? He goes, I chose the vision, but I've never needed anyone. And if I can't keep the title by my and he goes, and if I can't keep this title by myself, maybe I don't deserve it at all. Commentary then gave us a reminder that Roman and Paul Heyman are both in the hospital and that the Brawns were ejected and all that. And then it was time for our main event of the evening, CJ. It was a fatal 4-way for the World Heavyweight Championship. It was Seth Rollins defending against main event Jey Uso, LA Knight, and CM Punk. Good main event.
Yep.
Good main event. Yep. I liked the back and forth when it came to all three of the Punk, Jay, and LA Knight. At one point, we're all ganging up and beating the crap out of Seth. And like, oh, fuck this guy. Like, he's tortured us all. Like, let's just fuck him up. And they did all that. And then, obviously, as these go, there was this, they're all trying to work together. And then they're all not working together. Punk's kicking Uso's super kicking LA Knight. And they're going back and forth.
They set up Rollins for what we thought was going to be the Shield spot. And then Jey Uso just kicked the shit out of CM Punk for no reason while they were setting up.
Yeah, they were talking about the power bomb, and we were live, and I was just like, "Oh, they're gonna do the Shield power bomb to Rollins. That's what they're gonna do." I'm like, that would be a perfect spot to do. It makes sense. And then as they were setting it up, they got a table. They got everybody in the arena's, pants to go.
Well, Punk slapped Jay and said, "Jay, get the tables like the Dudleys."
Yep, they get the tables. They're setting up a power bomb, and then Jey Uso just super kicks Punk's head off.
Yeah,
and it was just like, all right. And then LA Knight's looking at him like, what the hell? And then they start fighting, and then Seth all three of them start scrapping. So Seth is like regaining and getting rest because they can't do whatever. Right. We get to the end. We're going all back and forth and stuff, and it looks like CM Punk is going to get the best of Rollins. He hits a GTS, and they do that spot where Rollins kind of goes into the rope, and he kind of falls on top of Punk, who has a giant smile on his face. He lifts him up for what it looks like he's going to hit a second GTS. And out of nowhere, we see a hooded figure come and gives Punk a low blow right in the penis.
Right in the cock.
Yep. And Punk falls to the ground.
We have some potential breaking news depending on how much you believe this person.
All right, hold on.
Yeah, it has to do with what we're about to talk about. So
Punk then gets hit. He drops Rollins, and the person takes off their hoodie and their ski mask, and it is none other than Seth Rollins' wife and the women's intercontinental champion, Becky Lynch. She gave Punk a low blow. As Punk is kind of crawling towards Becky, he's right over the steel chair. Rollins hits the stomp on the steel chair. He gets the victory over CM Punk. He retains, and that is how it goes off the air. Post-match, Becky presents Seth with the title. They both laugh. They're talking trash to Punk. They kiss as we see kind of all three of the challengers, and then Becky hangs the belt from her waist and kind of teabags Punk with it, kind of. It looked like she was doing.
Yeah, she was like, yep, sure was.
Isn't that what looked like what she was doing, right?
Mm-hmm.
And that's really how the show went off the air. Now, we're not going to go into detail about everything that happened on Raw, but the big thing that happened on Raw.
Also, after the end, so they do the thing now on Peacock. Well, I don't know if ESPN will do it.
Oh, they do the post show. Yeah.
It like goes to black and then it comes right back up like a live shot, and then you hear like Jackie Redmond and Big E and Pete Rosenberg talking while they're still showing the live shot. And Punk grabbed a kid's sign that said like CM Punk and AJ Lee with like a heart or something, and then he looked at it and like tapped AJ's name and then gave it back to the kid.
Yeah.
which sent the fuck in between that and then Becky taking him out.
Well,
you know how that goes online.
In real time, when that happened, you and I were obviously, like we said, live here on the Swarm doing a watch along, and I was like, oh, all right. And you said something like, oh, now, because I think earlier in the night we were talking about what, Bianca and Montez?
Yes.
And you were like, ooh, maybe now they could do like a Bianca Montez type thing, or we can get some mixed match, whatever. Right. And I said, well, we can get CM Punk and AJ Lee. And then you were like, you're in the moment, you were like, yeah, okay, like, yeah, fucking wish, or, you know, whatever. Show goes off the air. We go off the air. And then like 5 minutes later, the Fightful Select report comes out that the AJ Lee return has been in discussions and it's a go. And then you're like, God, you were right. And I was like, I mean, what else could they do? The way it was set up, I didn't expect Punk to be. I thought Jey Uso was going to be the one that was taking the pinfall. Because I thought Punk and LA Knight were going to they've been kind of going at each other. Correct. But it went the other way, and we saw on Raw that Jay and LA Knight were kind of going at it until they became a team to fight the Bronx. So it felt, you know, go ahead. So read what came out or whatever.
Well, I was going to say, if you wanted to tee up what happened on so real quick, I thought she was going to come out on Raw for a second. When Becky just kept slapping the shit out of Punk, I was like, is she coming out right the fuck now? I was like, no offense to the French crowd, they're not going to do that out of the country. I feel like they want it primetime 8 p.m. television. They don't want to do it at 2 o'clock in the afternoon in America.
Yes. So,
yeah, you can tell what happened, then I'll read what just happened here.
So last night on Raw, first of all, tremendous segment with Becky and Punk.
Oh my God.
They were so fucking good.
A couple seconds long for me, but
yeah, but they had a great promo back and forth. I love the line from Becky where she was like, you think that you leaving only affected one person? And she was like, your name, they were chanting your name during my matches to let me know that they didn't give a shit about me or what I was doing. And I was like, that's fucking brilliant, because they were.
Yeah. And then I love how Punk was like, I don't give a shit. Punk was like, I don't care.
Punk was like, I don't give a fucking care. But then I also liked Punk later on. He was like, he said a line where he basically put Becky, he was like, you know, far be it me to tell you, you know, like that you're not great or whatever. He said something like that.
He put her over.
Yeah, and it was just really good back and forth. And he's saying, but you have bad taste and you married a bum, is what he said. Great.
I love it right up in her face too.
Oh yeah. It was really good. They went back and forth with each other, and they were giving each other zingers, and it was good. And then Rollins comes out. Punk wants to go at Rollins, but Becky just starts slapping Punk across the like a dozen times, like just
and then like in the
repeatedly. She's just fucking pushing him, slapping him. And Punk's not doing anything because he's a gentleman. He's not gonna fucking do anything. So, but then Punk grabs a mic, and he says, "Your husband's gonna regret cashing in on me." And he goes, "And you're gonna regret putting your hands on me." And the crowd went, "Oh!" And the crowd went, "Fuck yeah!" And then he leaves. And then later on,
like, bullshitting him all the way. Yeah, like, you're a bitch, you're a bum, you're ugly, you're stupid.
Yeah, get out of here! Oh, I got your smelly fucking grease and sweat on me, like that type of stuff.
And Rollins did come out for a second, by the way, on the stage, but then he just kind of walked off. So Becky kept getting in the way of Punk going out to fight him, and then as soon as she moves out of the way, Seth wasn't there anymore.
Yeah.
So just had to.
So then we get a backstage segment at the end of the show.
Mm-hmm.
Where Pierce is there with Punk, and he goes, hey, you know, he says something like next week, whatever, they left it, whatever, something next week.
He said, I want Seth. He's like, where is he? Tell me where he's going to be or something like that.
Yeah, and he goes, next week he'll be here. And then Punk asks Pierce, he goes, where's SmackDown at? And Pierce has like a snicker on his face, and he goes, it's in Chicago. And Punk gets this huge smile. Yeah. He puts his hand on Pierce's shoulder, and he just goes, excellent or wonderful or something. Tremendous. Yeah, tremendous. Yeah. He just goes, tremendous. And he has this huge smile. Oh, like this. Yep. And he just walks away with a huge smile on his face. And now, obviously, as clear as day, that tells us all that. Well, there was a backstage thing with Rhea Ripley and Punk as well, which people are like, could it be Rhea?
I have a theory.
Yeah.
So, do you think Triple H does the Tony Khan thing and just gives the people right what they want, like when Punk came back, for instance? So we just get it clear. Punk's out there. He'll probably start off the show because it's Chicago. He'll do his promo, and then he'll be like, so I got some backup, and then we hear Let's Light It Up, and then it's AJ. Or do you think we get the Vince McMahon thing of Rhea Ripley comes out, and then she gets taken out, and then they do the AJ thing? Like, the fuck with people.
I wouldn't, because I think Rhea's involved with EO.
I wouldn't either. And you also risk Rhea getting shit on.
Yeah.
This would be the one time Rhea would ever get shit on by the crowd.
Because the crowd would, if they do this, where Punk opens the show or he closes the whatever it's going to be.
One or the other, yeah.
If he's opening or closing the show, he's cutting a promo. Becky and Seth get out there and they're beating him down.
Yeah, Becky's slapping him around again.
Yeah, they're slapping him and Seth's beating him up, whatever. And even someone that's a gigantic star, that crowd is going to be waiting for AJ. We're all gonna be waiting for AJ.
If the next song coming out isn't "Let's Light It Up," they're going to shit on the whoever.
It's the Rey Mysterio Royal Rumble.
Yes, they're going to shit all over.
That's not Daniel Bryan. We don't give a fuck that it's Rey Mysterio.
And by the way, it's Chicago. They will. It's not. If they were in fucking Iowa, maybe not. Chicago will absolutely shit all over it. All over.
Absolutely.
But again, this comes out 24 and whatever. Everybody knows fucking AJ's coming back. What do you feel about Brian Alvarez in the Wrestling Observer?
I think that you got to take it with a grain of salt, but I feel like he's more right than wrong.
He confirmed that it will be her on Friday night, and that will be the match at WrestlePalooza.
These bitches with this WrestlePalooza. It's really pissing me off.
This is awful. By the way, the logo and everything's awesome. The name is atrocious.
No, it's ECW. I don't mind that. The name's not
about ECW.
Yeah, but I do. So like,
you care about that it's against All Out. That's what your problem is.
Yeah, I think it's bad for professional wrestling.
And we have that announced. That has been announced, by the way.
Yes, we're having a major
Miss Peggy.
Yeah, so me and Peggy, we're having a double feature here on the Hive. So on YouTube and
Twitter.
YouTube and Twitter live, it'll be Peggy and I watching All Out on the 20th. And then on Twitch and TikTok, it will be you and Josh watching WrestlePalooza. So you guys hate professional wrestling, honest, and me and Peggy like professional wrestling.
Both of us, I can guarantee all four of us will probably double screen it to some capacity, if I had to guess.
I will be watching on delay because I am not giving WWE a rating during All Out.
Yeah, because they need your rating.
They don't. But I'm so against. I am so against this. Like I get it. WrestlePalooza, they're fucking balling it out, dude. They're balling.
Oh yeah, like, it's not an argument who's gonna get the
no, really. Of course. Ridiculous. But like you're getting, we know how we feel. But they're doing Cena Brock. They're doing
regardless of what you feel. That's a fucking A++ match, like stature wise.
Correct. They're doing AJ Lee and her fucking return with Punk in a mixed match, in a mixed tag match with Seth and Becky.
The world champion and Becky.
Are you fucking kidding me?
They could put nothing else on the card in that one.
Yes.
And we're gonna get Cody Drew. We're getting Stephanie Io, which is gonna be maybe the best match. No offense.
Incredible.
AEW is incredible. That might be the best match of the night. On any
maybe.
Io and Stephanie. It's gonna be up there.
So we're getting that for the title. Like
we'll get another match or two too.
Oh, 100%. And they're balling it out. It's going to be a great fucking show. And I'm going to watch it. And I'm probably going to enjoy it. But again, we've been talking about this for a while. It is bad for professional wrestling. I am all for competition. Like, do you understand? And I get it. It's ESPN. It's a big deal. All that stuff. There are so many other bigger places for AJ Lee to have her return than on a fucking pay-per-view that you just created a week ago. Or 2 weeks ago. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but like
you can't tell me that's not a Rumble or WrestleMania fucking thing. AJ Lee.
I hate a huge return being at the Rumble. I can't stand that.
Well, yeah, but Mania, you just had SummerSlam. You got War. Like there's so many places, and you're like, yeah, just coincidentally, you're gonna.
This show. What do you mean? You were about to say War Games? This show is gonna be much bigger than Survivor Series.
Oh yeah, Survivor Series. Yeah. I agree.
And SummerSlam, and they also in this one scenario, I'll defend them, I guess. Because what if she just didn't tell them till like 2 weeks ago that she wanted to come back? Honestly, what if that was honestly the case?
I mean,
because all reports are she said publicly zero interest in coming back.
Well, I mean, it obviously worked enough to talk her into it.
But that's my point, though. But what if her mind didn't change until like last 10 days?
It probably
Then this
could.
probably is because Survivor Series no one cares about anymore. You're gonna wait all the way to the Rumble.
No, isn't there a Saudi show? Punk already sold
This
out.
is better than fuck. No, Saudi is.
There's another one.
No, there's not because Crown Jewel is Australia this year.
Oh yeah, they're doing that in Perth, aren't they?
Yeah. So
that's
Saudi
why,
is
that
the
why
Royal
they're
Rumble.
getting the
Next
Rumble?
one.
Why they're getting the Rumble?
Yeah, probably. Yeah, Saudi's the next
Listen,
Saudi show is the Royal Rumble.
Again,
This is the biggest show until the Royal Rumble, by the way.
Yeah, I'm just anti.
No, it's stupid that they did it. Like they put it up against it. That's not what I'm arguing. But
Yeah,
but in terms of big, this probably will be their third biggest show this year, other than SummerSlam and Mania. I would say, just because of the ESPN factor.
It's a big deal on ESPN. It's a big deal.
Oh, it's
a big deal. It's a massive deal. And again,
but they did not need to do it the same day as all.
No, and if AJ Lee is showing up on Friday, dude, that is gonna be fucking bananas, man.
I'm surprised they didn't put that against an AW. This random SmackDown against an AW.
Yeah, I'm surprised. Yeah,
special Wednesday night SmackDown.
I was gonna say we're gonna move SmackDown to Saturday at 8 p.m. against Collision.
Or Wednesday. Special Wednesday episode.
Wednesday night SmackDown for everybody. What? Why? Who knows?
Yeah.
Random. Just for no reason at all. No reason at all.
And they put it out. They put it in the same city as wherever AEW is, just in a bigger arena or something.
No. Yeah. Just a coincidence. Sure.
Yeah.
Sure.
Wait, is there another wrestling show? What was it? I had no idea.
Yeah. Who knows?
Fucking idiots.
But
no, it actually did not. They could have picked any other fucking weekend.
Oh yeah. So it looks like that is happening. That we are finally, after years and years of fans begging for it,
10 years.
We are finally. It's
March
close.
2015 was her last. No, March 2015 was her last match.
Yeah. So 10 years in the making. That we are getting AJ Lee returning most likely Friday night at SmackDown.
At the very least, WrestlePalooza.
Yes, but that pop is going to be fucking bananas.
You think they just start the show out with it? What do you think? How do you think? Guarantee she's there. How do they do it? So you're in the backstage. You see her walking. So you're guaranteed she's coming back tonight. What's your react? Like, what do you think? How do they do it? How do you book it? Never mind how they do it. How do you do it?
I mean, I think Punk's going to cut up. I think Becky and Seth are going to be beating down Punk.
Okay.
You know? And I think that's how it goes. Whether it's Becky and Seth cutting a promo and Punk runs out there to fight him.
Oh, because he finally sees Seth, so he just goes
after
him.
Yeah, because that's what he said all on Monday. He was like, it's on site, dude. It's on site with this guy.
But I think they give Punk an entrance in Chicago. That's
I think so, too.
I think
it's Chicago. So it's Chicago to me, so I feel like Punk will get his entrance. He'll probably cut a promo.
Right.
I wouldn't be shocked if Becky comes out again first, and then maybe Seth attacks him from behind or some shit, and then Becky starts beating him down, and then you hear "Let's light it up," and then it's holy
that
shit.
place is gonna fucking lose their goddamn minds.
All of us.
I will too. By the way,
I'm gonna be sitting here by myself at this desk, most likely, with just me screaming.
Yes, me too. Because a 4'11" woman is wrestling again.
Yes.
I'm gonna lose my mind.
She fucking kicked ass, CJ. At one point for over a year, she was the most important person on the show.
She had the three biggest stars in the company and three of the biggest stars ever fighting over her. Literally.
Yeah. What was it? It was Cena, Kane,
Daniel, Bryan, and Punk.
Well, yeah, but wasn't Kane
Kane was in there
too?
Yeah. But that's what she has four Hall of Famers fighting.
Yeah, she started out with Bryan.
Yeah.
And then she left him, and then it was really Cena and Punk were kind of fight, and then Kane was involved somehow.
Fuck that guy, by the way.
Yeah. Look at the character's not it's separate. It's separate.
Sure. I still didn't like Kane once he took the mask off. I kind of hated him. Black and red Kane is amazing.
Oh my god, one of the best storylines and debuts of all time. I will say, yes.
Yeah.
The first ever Hell in a Cell match between Michaels and you can make an argument, still the best one.
Argument, I think it's guaranteed.
You think so?
Oh yeah. I'll say, weirdly enough, I think, and I was there in the second. Funnily enough, Bad Blood, Punk and McIntyre.
Punk and Drew's up there. Yeah. And then just for the famousness, Mankind and The Undertaker, obviously.
The match was garbage.
Yeah, but that's the most. You know what's an underrated Hell in a Cell? Usos versus New Day in the tag team Hell in a Cell. Underrated. Underrated. Go back and watch that one. That's a
I
fucking
like
good
Triple
match.
H and Cactus Jack, and I think Cactus Jack's retirement match.
When he fell for the back body drop
Yeah.
when he fell through. Yeah.
And I think that was
good.
also, weirdly enough, real quick, I think that was the last time Triple H ever used his best theme song.
My time.
I think that was the last time he ever used a theme song.
1, 2, this one.
But how do you ever change from that?
That is his best theme.
Is it just because he was friends with what's his face? That's why he changed it.
What
the hell's the guys? Yeah.
Look, I think if you have an opportunity to Motorhead to do your fucking song,
that song is incredible though, JPJ.
You're gonna it is one of the best theme songs ever. My time.
So good.
My time. Now that's by the DX dudes, isn't it?
Yeah. We need like we call an off season for the NFL show, the sports show.
Yo,
we need to do a list. Yeah, we have to.
I will rank or tier or draft themes all day.
All right, that'll be.
I will do a 25-round draft of theme songs, or we can tier whatever you want to do.
There'll be a lull in between Rumble and Mania. That'll be a good time though.
Usually, this time is the lull.
Actually, after the ESPN show, it might be a lull.
Yeah,
we'll see. But yeah, that is a guaranteed. We're gonna do some drafts and rankings, theme songs. Oh, it might take me 7 hours to narrow down 10 or whatever.
Yeah, but what if we do a draft and I take one of yours? You're fucked. You gotta.
You gotta write down about 40 of them.
That's what's good with the draft is you have an idea and it can all get fucked.
Yeah, we need to write down about 50.
Yep. Yeah, I mean, obviously on Raw last night, Dominic Mysterio retained the IC title over AJ. I'll tell you what, these French fans, they fucking love AJ Styles. They love AJ
Styles. Oh my.
He
would be the most over AJ in that building, even if AJ Lee came back, I would say.
They love
that specific building. Yeah, I don't know what the fuck.
That shit was incredible, man.
Yeah.
That shit
he got emotional too.
Yeah, how can he not?
Yeah.
How can you not? I can't even imagine what it must feel like standing in that ring when they're doing that and you know it's for you and you're just like, holy shit. And like Michael Cole, the announcers, they just stopped talking. They just went right to they let it go for like 2 minutes.
He wouldn't start fucking talking about God knows what.
They just were like, at one point, Cole just stopped talking and he let that go for like a minute and a half and they just went to commercial while it was still happening.
I guarantee it was happening. Oh shit, right through the door.
Oh damn, dude.
Busted that shit open.
It was like, I knew it's your wrestling show, so I'm coming up. Oh damn.
There we go. Ass to the camera.
Yeah.
You usually have to pay for that.
What's up? Yeah.
What kind of theme song would he like, do you think?
Lou?
Yeah.
He's like an Evolution guy, I think.
That's a great one's rated RKO's Mismatch. Little mashup.
I don't mind that. Well, listen, Edge's theme, he has it still at AEW as Adam.
Yeah.
It's an all-time banger. It's an all-time banger.
Yeah. His tag team partners had some of he never had a bad one, Christian. Never had a bad one.
Never.
Just Close Your Eyes is probably my favorite, but he's never had a bad one.
Triple H has never had a bad one.
No, that might be 1-1 for me in the draft of my time.
Triple H went from, I mean, obviously early on he had that like Blue Blood, that stuff. But then he went to DX, which is a great theme song. Yes. Then he went to My Time. Then he went to The Game. Then he went to Evolution. Then he went to King of Kings. Are you kidding me?
Run right there.
That's probably, when you look at the span of a career, that has to be the best accumulative theme songs career of all time.
You know what's a underrated one that me and Josh weirdly agreed on is the Ministry of Darkness Taker.
Oh, the best Undertakers. The best Undertaker.
By a mile, the best. And Stone Cold's best one is Disturbed.
We
all know that.
1000%. Step up,
actually,
you want the man when you come
you know what's so weird? I don't like that kind of music, but I love it for theme songs, as you can tell by the ones I just named, pretty much.
Yeah. Batista, great theme song.
I can never listen to his theme song again though without thinking of Xavier Woods dancing to it. Like
that's the best part. That's the best. Every time you just see Xavier losing his fucking mind. But Batista, that's a great one. Saliva, that was another one of those new metal bands.
Randy Orton never had a bad one.
Randy Orton's never had a bad one. Yeah.
Broken
CM Punk,
the best.
I prefer This Fire Burns.
I would say for a theme song, yes, but Living Color thing is way better of a song.
Yeah. Oh yeah. But This Fire Burns though. Oh, Kill Switch Engage, man. You can't go wrong. Boston Boys.
Great song.
Yeah, man. I'm telling you.
What about women? Best woman theme song.
Ooh.
I think the Lil Kim Trish Stratus one might be number. It's awesome.
I think Sasha Banks' original theme.
Oh yeah, okay.
Had a dream, couldn't made it.
They sing it at WrestleMania. Whatever Gray, what's her name, Keisha Gray or whatever, and Snoop Dogg.
Yeah.
I forgot her name. That's not her name.
We might actually be hearing this song potentially at the Royal Rumble. "Break the Walls Down" by Jericho, all timer.
See what he likes new theme songs, so I don't think he goes to Judas or Breaks the Walls Down.
No, I think he does. He's never in WWE never changed it out of Break the Wall. Never.
Yeah.
It was always Break the Walls Down.
I don't know though. For the singability factor, he might go Judas. I mean, he obviously has the rights to it. It's his fucking song.
I don't think he can.
What do you mean he can't? What do you mean? Oh, you mean he just won't?
You just do Break the Walls.
I was like, he literally can.
What's my name, bitch? Everyone get pumped. Break the wall. Oh, everyone lose it. And people will sing it. For those.
Is he gonna do the jacket?
Yeah.
Oh no, they will sing anything. It's in Saudi. They'll sing along to anything.
Yeah. I think that's how you do it. You do the countdown. You do the buzzer, and he's gonna have some. He's gonna have some fancy,
little graphic,
video, and then I think the lights go out, and you see the jacket, and then everyone's gonna be like, "Oh fuck!"
The jacket might be a couple sizes bigger than he last had it. WWE,
well, although when he wants to, he can get in shape.
He randomly gets in awesome shape for no reason, just randomly.
Yeah,
he'll just pop up on AEW one day, and he's just like sick shape,
shredded,
and then a month later, he's like 250 pounds.
Yeah, it's like, all right.
What the fuck?
So if he knows he's coming back, he'll come back.
Yeah. Because he'll leave AEW for like a couple months and just fucking go crazy.
And we know because of how he is, he will look completely different than the last time we saw him.
He'll cut his hair.
He'll have short hair or he'll have a beard.
He'll get a couple more tattoos or something.
Correct. Like he will look slightly different because he always looks different when he's changing a good guy to bad guy or different. Like he always, which is something I appreciate about him.
Yeah.
And he's been very open about that in interviews. He says, whenever I'm doing a character shift or I'm changing or I'm coming back, like,
well, in Japan, he does the makeup. What's the name
pain
of it?
maker. The pain maker.
Yeah. Everywhere he has different characters.
Yeah. So I could see that.
So he's definitely not going to do Judas, then you're right.
No.
Yeah. He'll just go back to the same thing. It'd be funny. So do you think he just goes straight up back to the last one he left? Just short hair, like the jacket?
The List? Like the List Jericho? That's who he was, right? When he left? That was one of the best iterations of Jericho.
Hey, and the Rumble is around the time Owens might be back. We could just reignite that right away.
Let's hope.
That's what I'm saying. I'm hoping for
that surgery's scary. A lot of things.
But that would be an awesome show. Owens is the only one in the ring, and that's when Jericho comes back.
That's what I would want.
That'd be fantastic.
That's still one of the great in-ring segments of all time. God. That match should have been for the fucking world title.
But the Festival of Friendship, whatever the fuck.
Oh, that match should have been for the world title. The fact that it wasn't is a joke.
That big bald
the title had to be on Goldberg. Are you fucking kidding me? Are you kidding me with what you built with Owens and Jericho and how over they got that shit?
Owens' good theme song too, not bad. No words either. That might be one of the better no words theme songs.
Yep. I agree.
But we're just playing out Royal Rumble, so you're welcome, Triple H.
So, well, I mean, Sammy's winning the Rumble, so
I've
been saying that for a year.
Canada final 3. Fuck Saudi. Just put it in Canada.
I think again. I'm not going to bank on
Sammy winning in Saudi would be incredible. By the way,
I think that's what he is going to win in Saudi.
I know, but I'm just saying that's
what's happening. My thing is, Owens hasn't even had surgery yet.
That's true.
So there's no way he's back.
Just a smile.
No.
Have him out there with the list. Just in
a perfect world, if he was healthy, the final 2 of that Rumble should be KO and Sammy. And then Sammy just beats him. And then
so who's the best 2 now? Is it him and Jay or something? Like him and Cody? Him and fucking Roman?
Well, Cody will probably.
Him and Roman?
Him and Roman would be good.
Yeah, him and Roman. There you go.
And if Roman did the job and got eliminated.
You can have Roman eliminate whoever he's going to fight at WrestleMania.
Yeah.
Second to last, and then him and Sammy.
Yeah. And then Sammy just one-ups him and gets it. And it's like, even Roman's good for you.
He gets back in the ring, and you think he's going to attack him, but he handshakes him or something?
Yeah, he gives him a hug or lifts up his hand and shit. And
I'm going to get emotional when he wins the world title at WrestleMania.
Oh, I'm going to get emotional. I'm going to get emotional when he wins the Royal Rumble. I'm going to look.
Yeah, but I mean, especially WrestleMania.
Oh, yeah.
And we've seen Triple H, and we saw, I don't know, again, we don't know how real these things are, but the Unreal documentary, the writers and stuff, they do pitch outside the box names to win the Rumble, clearly. And they went with one. Yeah. So Sammy is definitely on the table.
It feels like for me that Sammy's is almost planned out at this point. They always talk about how and now that he won the U.S. title, he won the U.S. title. Do you know the only title he hasn't won to complete the Grand Slam?
Yeah.
The World Heavyweight title.
And they also have never, and it would be so easy. I mean, not never, but I mean in the last run, they've never put him in a world title picture. for a long ass time.
He's fought for the title a few times, but he's never been like
in a real program 1-on-1, like he was with Roman.
Yeah, and I think he went.
And that's on purpose. That's purposeful, I think.
And I think they moved him to SmackDown on purpose to get away from Seth.
Yes. Yep.
So that is separate, because when he wins the Rumble, he's picking Seth.
But I also think Braun might be the one to take it off of Seth.
That's fair. They could go that route. They could easily go that route. But Braun and Sammy have a pass too, so that would make sense if he chose.
But I was saying Braun might just win it before Sammy.
Maybe. I don't know. I feel like because of that promo after Mania last year where he looked Seth dead in the eyes and he was like, I will win a world title. That to me was foreshadowing that, like, I'm going to beat you.
Because we know how much Triple H loves that long-term shit too.
Yes. That's the kind of the vibe I got. And I bet
you could always have that. You could give Sammy a J run like lengthwise and then have Braun take it off of him.
Yeah. But that would
build him up more as an asshole heel too if you took it off of Sammy.
Oh, yeah, for sure. And then you have Sammy chase it again against Braun. Yeah. The crowd adores.
Oh, please.
There is nothing they can do that is going to get the crowd to turn on Sammy, honestly.
No.
And yeah, so like, yeah, I just think. And we saw that Triple H was in charge of NXT when he made Sammy and they did the same thing down there where everybody else won the NXT World Title and Sammy was like, he never won it. He tried and he tried and he tried and he never won it. And then he finally won it by KO came in. KO won it first before him.
And then was the power bomb on the apron to Sammy?
Yeah. And it was just like they did the same type of thing with Sammy in NXT. And then they did the final payoff. Now they're just doing it on the main roster where it's, he's never won the world title. He's been close, but
That's going to happen, and that's going to be the first time we see KO again. It's going to be he's going to get in the ring with Sammy.
Yeah. And if KO is healthy.
Oh my God! He power bombs the fuck out of him
on
the apron again.
He absolutely
exact same spot.
Should
same spot.
And that's how you end Mania with a crazy Kevin Owens looking over Sammy.
Because you can do that night one and then have a good feel story night two if you really want to or something.
Yeah, 100%. All good.
Oh my God! That would be and Sammy, like they love each other. Sammy will be sitting there like pretending he's dead, but like smiling, so happy. Yep. Unbelievably happy.
And then you get KO versus Sammy in a long-term feud for the summer for the title. Please. Oh my God.
No, I can't stand up. Oh
man. My legs are weak.
Yes.
My legs are weak.
Wow. If you see the camera shaking, don't worry.
Woo! My God.
Jesus.
Yep. All right. Anything else?
Now I'm pissed because if that doesn't happen, which it probably won't.
See, this is what this is what happens with wrestling fans is we book ourselves into shoots.
Yeah, and then we get pissed off.
Because we just wrote one of the great stories they could ever tell, and now it's not. I think some of it will happen, but it might not.
Especially if KO's I do think Sammy wins the world title. I do think that happens.
I think that has happened. I think the Rumble to Mania, with him winning the Rumble in Saudi and beating Seth at Mania, I would say like 80% right now, probably.
Yeah, I would say
I feel confident about that.
Yeah.
That's how it's going to go.
That would send you in such an emotional roller coaster of being nervous and like sad that you don't know if Sammy's going to win. Such a high when Sammy wins. Even higher when Kevin comes back after being gone for a year to hug his best friend. And then way lower because he power bombs him on the apron like he did in NXT.
Yep.
Oh my God, man.
I would love it.
Fuck.
Yep.
That's so beautiful.
Yeah. Anything else? I think that was it, right?
It was it for a while. We just kind of came up with random shit after that.
Yeah. We're a couple weeks away from obviously All Out and WrestlePalooza, so we'll be kind of talking about. We had Clash, so this was obviously WWE dominated, but as we build towards All Out, because that card is coming along here, and Clash, we'll be talking about both companies and both shows because they're on the same friggin' night. So that wrestling episode of The Swarm that week is going to be a double preview show of All Out and WrestlePalooza. So that's coming just a few weeks away.
Well, JPG did also just claim me and Josh hate pro wrestling, by the way.
I think anybody that is choosing that over AEW doesn't want.
We have to cover the program.
I agree. Listen, I'm half joking when it comes to this, but I think if you are choosing to watch WrestlePalooza over AEW, choose it. I say
I would choose it.
If you watch both, I would be watching both. If you watch both regularly, and you are if you are choosing WrestlePalooza over AEW, and this is just my opinion. It's not the opinion of the Hive, or say it's just my opinion. I think that you do not care about the betterment of professional wrestling. That's all.
I just think it's going to be a better show, so I'm going to watch it.
I don't think it's going to be a better show. I think it's going to be a more watched show.
I like spectacles. Me and Josh both like spectacles and crazy shit.
That's fair, but that doesn't mean it's necessarily going to be a better show. AEW does not really miss with their pay-per-views. They are pretty...
Yes, I agree with that. I would have them both on, and if I was not doing anything, and I would lean towards WWE, excuse me.
Yeah, but that all depends on the type of wrestling you like. I like spectacles as well, but I also appreciate some good old-fashioned fucking wrestling.
The real reason JPJ isn't going to watch the WWE show live is because there's 2 women's matches on it. Just so everybody's aware.
No. Is there 2 already? Have they already booked 2? Well, yes, you mean the mixed
tagging them back in. There's 2 women
that's not a straight up women's match.
But there's multiple women in it.
Yeah. What do you think? There's not going to be 2 women's matches on All Out?
Certainly not.
What do you mean? They just had fucking
Certainly. Exactly. They're not doing that twice in a row.
Dude.
Please.
There'll at least be 2 because 1,000% Mercedes is on that show.
Yeah, I agree with that.
And Tony. They'll have 2.
No, they won't.
They'll have 2. But anyway,
what was before Forbidden Door? What was the pay-per-view? Double or Nothing? All In, I mean? Before All In?
All In. That one they didn't have 2. They just had the gauntlet. They had the casino gauntlet.
See, so what are you talking about? They didn't even have a real singles match, so they had 0.
I agree. No, they had a singles. No, they had it was Tony and Mercedes.
Oh yeah, so they had 1 match. Come on.
Yeah. Look, I'm not sitting here pretending that AEW has their shit together when it comes to they've gotten a lot better. But no.
Yes, they have. I agree with that.
I'm just saying, listen. All right, we all know what WWE's doing here. All right, they're being bullies.
It was just because they had no idea that show was running the same time.
I bet they're being bullies. They're being little bitches.
I mean, they know they're gonna obliterate the ratings. It's gonna get disgusting.
Do you know who else knows that? Me.
I'm not saying you don't. I'm just saying
WWE has 2 million people watching.
I'm saying what you're saying. I'm agreeing with. I'm saying they don't need to do it. They're gonna pulverize AEW. It's gonna. There's no reason for it.
Yeah, there's no reason. Well, there is a reason for it because they want to take AEW out of business, which is.
But you're the quote unquote big dog. You don't. If AEW, if anything, should be booking against the WWE.
In my opinion, you should never punch down.
Yeah.
And WWE has been punching down all year, but they'll tell you right to our faces in interviews that no, we don't consider them.
This is the most egregious one because the other ones it was just NXT at least. This is the most egregious example.
This is head to head, same
and it's ESPN's debut.
Yes.
And you're putting, again, fuck them offline, off camera, whatever. But Brock Lesnar is one of the biggest stars of all time. John Cena is the biggest star of all time. Punk's one of the biggest stars of all time. Becky Lynch is the biggest women's star of all time. AJ Lee's first match in over 10 years. And you're going to have Cody versus Drew probably. You might have the Bellas on the card. You'll have whatever else. It's just... Yep. This is like a WrestleMania Night 1 kind of card.
Yeah. I mean, that's how they're building it. Look, it's going to be a massive show. And it's going to be... Sure. Listen. For as much as I'm bitching about it, it's going to be a great fucking show. I'm going to watch it and have a good time.
It's nothing to do with the people on the card. They have a problem.
No, of course not. I'm just you couldn't have done it the next night?
You couldn't have done it
the next week?
You could have done it just the next day, Sunday night.
Yeah. What you had to do it that same, what the fuck?
Yeah, I know. Yeah, and it's not in a stadium, so it's just in a basketball arena. It's not like the arena's booked up on this. It's not like if you're doing it at Ford Field, the Lions probably have a game the next day or something, but I mean, not the Lions, the Colts, rather. I probably have a game the next day, but that's in the 18,000 stadium instead of just do it. There's no basketball yet. No, you can't do it a week before, a week after, the next day. Fuck the next week.
Have to do it. You have to do it. That's my problem. That's my problem with it. But I'm gonna get off my soapbox, all right? Because I've been bitching about this for.
I'm looking at their event calendar now because I'm pissed.
It's just
they have no events in the month of September. They have 2 events in the whole month of September, and that's on September 5th and September 9th. It's Indiana Fever women's basketball game. There is no other event until the middle of October at that arena.
Yeah, that's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying.
No concerts or anything. They're pretty booked in October, but nothing in September.
No, that's all. That's all I'm saying. But anyway, I digress. All right, we're gonna get out of here. A relatively short one for us today, 1 hour and 5 minutes. That's that's a good pace for us. Friday will be. Well, I was going to let you do it.
I'm the announcement guy. That's true.
But yes, we kind of teased it last week, mentioned it at the beginning of the show. But this Sunday at 1 p.m. Eastern, myself and CJ are going to be here watching along to the New England Patriots opening game.
Desecration of the Las Vegas Raiders.
Yeah.
Decimation.
No, what? Decimation?
Desecration, decimation, destruction.
Is that the word? Destruction, maybe?
All of them. Every single one of them.
A very losable game for the New England Patriots.
Nope.
That CJ is going to pretend is impossible to lose, even though we've looked like ass for a month and our best player won't be playing.
I was told the preseason and training camp doesn't matter unless it fits his agenda, according to JPJ.
Who said that?
So you have said on when I've brought up how good Will Campbell has looked in a practice or Drake May, you have just thrown it to the side.
No.
But now it helps. Now it helps your case. So now it matters. It's fine.
The only thing that I have thrown to the side when it comes to Will Campbell is the college is not the pros. It's just not the pros.
Again, that's not what I compared it to.
But you said, "Oh, this kid was, blah blah blah," and I'm like,
"Yeah, I get that." A 17-year-old in the SEC compared to a senior at Alabama is the same skill gap as a rookie in the NFL to Max Crosby.
What Alabama are you watching, bro?
Okay, fucking 4 years ago.
Not this Alabama.
Well, he doesn't play for LSU anymore, so.
What'd you think? I know Saturday's the sports one, but what'd you think of Bill? What'd you think of Bill last night?
I loved every second of it. Every second.
Are you anti-Bill?
Yeah, I was doing the horn frog thing that they do. They do lists after they score. I was loving every. I wish I had like an old school TCU LT LaDainian Tomlinson jersey.
My thing is like I loved after the first because they got the ball first and they scored on this great drive.
Oh my God, please!
And it was like and then you saw everybody on Twitter.
Won the national championship.
Oh, Bill!
Playoffs!
Oh, look at this! He's the greatest coach of all. And again, I'm pro Bill. I'm not anti Bill. I do think fuck that guy for letting Tom Brady walk out the door.
Thank you.
But I'm still pro Bill, obviously.
Did you see how upset Jordan looked after they were down like 30-7? Oh my, please, JPJ. I was started sweating. I was so happy.
Bro, they had Lawrence Taylor in the building. Michael Jordan
Randy
was there.
Moss.
Randy
Michael
Moss
Jordan,
was there.
Yeah.
My God.
Just to watch a fucking ass whooping. And by the way, real quick for non-college football fans,
7-0, and then it was 41 unanswered points.
TCU is not very good, by the way. Just in case everyone's wondering.
They have been good in the past, though.
Yeah, well, they went to the national championship and lost by 85 to Georgia. But did you see the stat that Gio Lopez, North Carolina's quarterback, went 2 hours and 6 minutes without a completion?
That makes sense.
It's unbelievable.
It's fucking nuts. But
what a weekend it is what it is. LSU won, stuff. Alabama lost, Bill Belichick lost. That could not have had a better college football weekend for me.
It's true. True. Baseball weekend, though, not so much. Baseball weekend, not so much.
We don't talk about baseball anymore.
Exactly. Drake
we
May's
talk about Drake May's MVP candidacy start.
This
show will be unbearable if Drake May balls out. Just so everybody's aware.
First
the live stream will be unbearable. This will be
yes,
unbearable.
Yes, and it'll be unbearable because if Drake May balls out, guess what? I'm going to be as cocky as CJ.
Oh my God!
I'm just not 1,000% sure that he's going to do that. Like CJ is 1,000% sure he's going to do that.
I will, if we win and Drake May throws for the 300 yards and 3 touchdowns or goes crazy, I will share my screen and book an MVP ticket, $100 for Drake May on the stream.
You want to bet before the game though, because you get better odds.
No, I'll do it right as because if that was the case, we'd be up by 20 or something, so the game would be over. So I'll do it like in the fourth quarter or something before the odds change.
All right, that's fair. All right,
live stream 1 o'clock Eastern, JPJ.
Yeah, we'll probably be live a couple minutes before 12:55, something like that.
And we'll have the whole slate on too, by the way. If you're a fan of another team and Aaron Rodgers runs for an 80-yard touchdown, and we'll fucking talk about it.
First of all, we're not talking about Pittsburgh Steelers.
You know what? If some insane shit, we'll have Red Zone on to another screen. Or
I'm gonna have Red Zone on and everything. Yeah, so we'll be all right. But yeah, we're gonna be laser focused on the Patriots. But we have fantasy football. We're betting money. We're gonna be watching all of football. But we'll be live for the duration of the Patriots game, hopefully, which will be a win. But we'll see.
Real quick, in my most money, like the highest money Dynasty Fantasy League I'm in, I have Genty and Bauer, so this could get kind of nasty.
Don't be. See, that annoys me more. That will annoy me more than you thinking we're gonna be the best team of all time.
No, I will never root for any fantasy over my fucking teams. But I'm just saying, if we were getting our ass kicked like you think there's a chance of, and it's like 27-7, and Brock Bauer scores a touchdown, that might be a little.
I don't think we're getting our ass kicked. I just think this is a losable game. I just think it's a losable game.
Want to get a quick score prediction before we give our real predictions on the next Saturday show? Just real quick, early thoughts.
I mean, I'm not going to pick against the Patriots, but I don't think it's going to be. I'm thinking maybe like 21.
We'll do our official picks every Saturday, by the way. But let's early thoughts.
Maybe like 21 or 24-16. Something kind of ugly. Yeah, something kind of uglyish.
All right, I'm gonna go.
I don't think the offense. I don't think the offense is going to look crisp until week 3, week 4, week
31-10.
Yeah, no, I don't think we put up 31 points. I don't think we're gonna. I think it's gonna take time.
It might not be all offense though.
That's fair. I expect Travion Henderson to ball the fuck out. That's who I expect to ball.
And even the biggest Patriots doubters, like going into the summer, the front seven is ferocious. Ferocious. Yeah. And if God forbid, if Gonzalez could come, he'll come back hopefully like week 2 or 3. It sounds like, but a fully healthy, and again, him and Carlton Davis fully healthy is kind of crazy. But if they're fully healthy, this defense is like top 5 in the league.
Could be.
Has the ability
if they play to their potential. If they play to their potential.
More on that Saturday.
Yes, but we'll be here Saturday breaking down all the week's games and having our picks and all our fun stuff for the week's games. We picking against the spread or are we picking straight up? How are we doing this?
What would you
prefer? Going against? Well, if we're going to be doing betting stuff, I feel like the spread would probably work.
I say we come out with we're programming the show right here. Fuck it. We'll do we can do ATS. Yeah, why not? We can do ATS and then we can also do like one lock bet pick of the week.
Well, I was going to say, or do we want to just pick who we think's going to win, and then we give like our 3 best bets of the weekend?
Yeah, we could do that. We'll just do straight up win, and then we'll do our 3 lock picks.
It could be, but not even picks, but like 3 best bets. So it doesn't even have to be like.
Yeah, it could just be like Patriots Raiders under.
Or like Josh Allen plus 2.5 touchdowns.
Yeah, Trayvon Henderson to score or something.
Yeah, so it could be like we could do like our top 3 bets of the weekend.
So we'll do and we'll review the Thursday night game too. Obviously, we'll record it on Thursday or Friday morning. So the Thursday night game will be over anyway by the time we record it. And then we'll make our picks for the whole Sunday slate. I'll do a little college football minute like I always do. And the LSU doesn't really have a big game this weekend like they did last weekend. I can go on a nice little diatribe about Bryce Underwood. He has the first big game this Saturday, so I can go on that.
Man, we can talk about. All right.
Yeah, NFL heavy, as we always say. And unless the Blue Jays win the next 2 days, we will not be talking about baseball. Thank you. Appreciate it.
I will not be talking.
I will sit here looking pretty while JPJ just talks.
For the record, I did not agree with that because I think by the time we meet on Saturday, my team could be a half game out, if not tied for the lead with you. So,
well, no, you literally can't be tied. That's impossible. You're 2.5 back, and there's 2 games between now and then.
No, we have
Wednesday
3,
and Thursday, and then you'd. What are you talking about? Yeah, Wednesday and Thursday. Oh, today too, duh.
We played today.
I wasn't thinking about today. I don't know why.
Because we didn't have Monday off. We played straight through.
Yeah, so did we. Today's Tuesday though. I kept thinking today was Wednesday for some reason.
Yeah, we don't have a day
off. It comes
off,
out on Wednesday.
Unless we have Thursday off. Maybe. I don't know. Either way.
But no, we do too. But yeah, no, so yeah, you could be tied. Yeah, so that's great.
I'm just saying. Oh God, God help you. God help you. You're talking about the Patriots stuff. God help you if my team overtakes yours.
I hope everybody realizes this, and no one really knows this that much yet because this is our first time doing this, like first few months doing this. I am the type of guy that will completely act like I did not care about baseball at any point if we run out of the race, just so you know. I'm like, I couldn't even name the Blue Jays lineup. What are you talking about?
Yeah, and I will be the guy that goes, fuck you. That's not true. That's not true.
I just want the record. The Patriots start 0-3. I'm getting our prediction episode scrubbed from the internet.
Yeah, well,
so
whatever.
Anyway, it never existed.
We got to get out of here.
I show to look forward to, though.
I always say we got to get out of here, and then we talk for 15 more minutes. Like
everybody knows that by now at this point.
It's just like, oh, we got to get out of here. 15 more minutes of banter.
And then we also have like a 10-minute wrestling spat during the sports show, and then a 10-minute sports spat during the wrestling episode too. So
yes,
that's just how it goes.
This will not be the case by the time you guys are watching this, but the day that we are recording it, happy birthday to Bryn. One of our Hive members, the only one that showed up in week 1 of the
because he doesn't know how to recruit an offensive line. By the way, just
the only one that showed up. You're on the defense. What the fuck that have to do with you? Well, you know how many tackles you had? Zero. You had 0 tackles.
You have me in an awful spot. I
have you on the edge, bro.
It's a coaching issue, but that's okay.
Please.
They just walk up the middle. I can't make the tackle. They've got the fat boys sucked in there.
No, more fat guys. They don't walk up the middle because Pluggo's getting double teamed.
Exactly. The other D tackles, dog shit.
Oh, anyway.
It's embarrassing.
Well, let the people know what else we got coming up on the Hive this week, CJ.
Well, the birthday girl, of course. runs the Substack with Miss Peggy. Josh is on there quite often. Michael now is, of course, reviewing like non-major wrestling promotions like Japan, Mexico, stuff like that. We have the Buzz every single day with Jamie. There's a little inside baseball action here. That could be a member of the Hive. Maybe a special guest coming up on a future episode. Who knows? JPJ.
Maybe. I don't want to spoil things, but there is potential.
Allegedly. And then we have Ryan is what is he doing now? He's doing is he still doing man? Yeah, it's still college football then.
Yeah.
I mixed it up. Stu's series just ended, but he's starting a new one. We have Premier League champion JPJ. Congratulations, by the way.
Yeah. The Hive.
So he'll be there you go. And now we're trying to run at college football. We already dominated England. Now we're trying to go back to America and dominate. But with half our team is foreign, by the way. But anyway, so we have that looking forward to. Yes.
If you saw week 1, although we were playing a team that was far better than us, but if you saw week 1, might take some time. If
LSU offers you the bag, I'm out. By the way, I'm gone. I'm leaving the Hive. Just so everybody's aware. Although with my play, I don't know if I'm going to be getting offered. However,
I purposefully made it that none of our players had deal breakers.
Yeah,
so
absolute piece of shit.
Yeah, there's no way you're leaving.
Piece of garbage.
If anything, I'll leave as the coach. I'll be like, I'm not fucking staying here with these bums.
That's fair enough. You'll bring you and Bryn fucking going to LSU.
Like, she's the only one I can trust.
They're going to fucking. You go save Alabama. These motherfuckers need it these days.
You know.
Yes, we have all that, and then of course, our watch along Sunday afternoon. We'll be watching every game. More on that Saturday, of course. But yeah. JPJ, that's what we got going on.
All right. What about you? Where can they find you?
CJF writes on the Twitter machine.
Hell yeah. Where's your writing? Do you not? You don't have a say where your writing stuff is.
Fan-sided. Fucking last word on sports. Whatever. I just write about news. Everything I write about, you guys already know about.
That's fair.
I don't get paid by hopefully my boss listens to this. I don't get paid by review. You don't need to read my things. It's okay.
No, well, people might want to support you, CJ.
Support the Hive.
That's true. It's fair. You can follow me at JPJ Loves Gaming on all social media networks. Like CJ said, you find us here twice every week right here on the Hive. Coming back next week because they're not in Europe anymore. Monday, watch along. Me and Josh will be back at normal Raw start time. We go live about 7:50-ish or so for the Raw watch-alongs. We've taken the last couple weeks off because they've been in Europe and they've been earlier shows. So we will be back doing that. CJ told you everything else. The Hive U will be coming out this Friday. We're at week 2. That'll be hopefully. After this week, though, we get into conference play, and the teams are a lot more even overall with us. So I think once we get to conference play, we'll be all right. But we're playing legitimate teams the first couple of weeks. Look, we held our own against BC. It was the fourth quarter. We fell apart. We held our own. At halftime, at the end of the third quarter, it was 24-20. We were right in it. And then the game ended.
Our coaching might have failed us,
Yeah, and then the game ended 45-20, and that's how that happened. So
that's what happens.
If you can't block, and you can't cover.
I was playing with a broken ankle.
If you can't block and you can't cover, it's problems. So it is what it is. Yeah, I probably should have made one of the Hive people an offensive lineman and a cornerback. I didn't do that. We're everywhere else but that, and that came to hurt us a little bit. But regardless, week 2 will be coming out on Friday. Obviously, you can catch my Love Wrestling stuff on Thursday nights, the flagship show with our boy Pluggo, who he has his college football videos weekly here on the Hive as well, where he does his picks for the weekend. Him and CJ should probably get together at some point and have a college football thing.
Have him on our sports show, maybe.
Or we could have him on the sports show if he's available one week, and he can have a college football diatribe. I'll just kind of sit back and listen. So that's where you can find me. That's where you can find everyone here, all of us. We appreciate you tuning in. And CJ and I will see you again on Saturday for our big sports football preview for week 1.
Back, baby.
Oh, baby. Oh baby.
God. Hey, the Patriots could suck. I'm still going to be happier than I normally would be.
Listen, this past Sunday was the last Sunday for 6 months without football. God, you could just pour oil
Lather
on me.
me up. Just lather me
Just
up.
lather me up. I am ready to go.
And you best believe, as negative as JPJ has been about the Patriots compared to me, if we go up like 14-0, he'll be twerking his ass against the wall.
I'm gonna be fucking twirling my shirt.
Yeah, it'll be
Petey Pablo.
There's a chance neither one of us have shirts on by the end of the game.
I might not have. If we end up winning by like 2 scores or more, I might not have any clothes on by the end.
I'll say there's a chance neither one of us are fully clothed by the end of the game.
You're just gonna see this. You're just gonna see this,
yeah,
so we don't get in trouble.
Banging.
Yeah, just gonna see that, so we don't get in trouble. That's what's gonna happen. Because I'm gonna have no clothes on. If all of a sudden the Patriots are winning like 31-7, the show might end at halftime because I might need to like relieve myself.
Yes,
I'm not gonna know what to do. Not gonna know what to do. But anyway, all right. Love you all. Appreciate you all. Be safe. Be good. We will see you on Saturday. Till then, for CJ, for myself, peace out.